the Cuyahoga Falls Chamber. Laura has brought friends who may have something healthier for us than cookies, I understand.
That is true. We're here, as he said, at the Community Expo here at the Natatorium. And something that we started a couple years ago, we brought in one of our chamber member businesses to help with an exhibitor break room to help keep our exhibitors healthy with water and healthy snacks. So with me, I've got Sue Gruber. Her and her husband have a company, Wellness and Wealth by Choice, very active in our community. And then we can let Sue talk a little bit about what they're offering our exhibitors.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I keep seeing cookies and donuts and all that stuff.
I don't think there's cookies or donuts.
Well, yeah, not in there, but I've got that. And I'm thinking I should probably try to eat something healthy today, being that we're at the Natatorium and all, right?
Well, you better hurry, because the vendors, the exhibitors have really been taking advantage of it. I think everybody's really enjoyed. We have filtered water. We make our coffee with the filtered water, and we do have healthy snacks for our exhibitors. It's so, I mean, the hydration is really so important. 6 hours on their feet talking to all these people, and the water tastes great. Makes fabulous coffee, and we've had some protein snacks, we've had some fruit, we've had cheese and some veggies, just lots of really good things for our exhibitors.
Now tell us a little bit about your business.
My husband and I, our business is Wellness and Wealth by Choice. Our belief is the choices we make on a daily basis affect our health today, tomorrow, and 10 years from now. So we help people understand the importance of being healthy and making healthy choices, and then we help them set up a plan so that they can be healthier. We feel that the basic necessities of life, which are air, water, sleep, nutrition, and energy, when you give your body the best quality of those things, your body will mend, repair, and eventually thrive. So our own experience has been that 10 years ago we were falling apart. Today we just feel like we've turned back the clock. And that's what we like to share with everyone.
Good stuff. Now, Laura, I want to talk to you a little bit. We've got a lot of businesses here from the Falls. Give us a sense of the business community in Cuyahoga Falls. How is it doing right here in the spring of 2016?
It is booming. We are so excited. Last year, as a Chamber of Commerce, we had 20 ribbon cuttings. Those were new businesses, new to Cuyahoga Falls. The year before, we had 16. This first quarter, we've had either 6 or 7, but we are on track to pass that number. And what that says is Cuyahoga Falls is an easy place to do business. And you'll see a lot of new business in our downtown area, along the riverfront, and it creates that domino effect. What happens is a business will move in, the business next door will shine up a storefront, and it just really helps us as a community.
And that's what you need. I know people might hear the big number and think, oh, well, that's Portage Crossing opening up. But
right.
We've had Portage Crossing for a while now. It's not just that anymore.
Right. And Portage Crossing's doing very well. It's really a signature part of our city, a long time in development. And when it finally came, the residents were so excited. It's a great place to eat. We've got Market District, which is the hot spot in town. And then you've got our downtown area. But the real sense of our business community, it's been like this actually for the last couple years, is just moving forward. And again, we're a friendly place, easy place to do business. Today we have approximately 80 exhibitors with us. Many of them are our small businesses, 1 and 2 man mom and pop shops, and it's really exciting to have them here. We've got some nonprofits with us today, the schools, churches, clubs, organizations.
I'm curious, Laura, what do you attribute the success to over the last few years? We know the economy's coming back, so I got to believe that's a part of it.
Yeah.
But why is it so strong here in the Falls, aside from that?
You know, Cuyahoga Falls, one of the hashtags we use in our social media is hashtag everybody loves Cuyahoga Falls, or Cuyahoga Falls is the place to be. It's always had a great reputation, and it just keeps getting better. It's a family-friendly community. If you look around here at the expo today, we opened our doors at 9 a.m., and around 8:30 or so, we had families lining up to come in. That just says a lot. This event is always the last last Saturday of March. And one thing in the planning of this event, it is Easter weekend. It fell that way, which is okay, but it's on the backside of spring break. Families are always looking for that one last thing to do. Moms and dads will say, okay, what are we going to do today? You all go back to school Monday. They remember the expo. Come on, kids, get your coats. We're going down to the expo. Approximately 3,000 people have come through already.
I was going to say, when I got here about 11 o'clock this morning, and I couldn't even walk down the aisles at that point. It was so full.
Busy,
but
yes.
It's good stuff. And I saw all the candy around, too.
Oh, gosh.
And maybe not so good, Sue, for what you're trying to do, but I'm thinking of maybe that parent that went, oh, Easter's tomorrow?
Right.
I need candy. Boom. There you go. There's the Easter eggs.
But I'll tell you, with an event this large, this is, I want to say it's our 12th year doing it. It takes a committee of business leaders to put this together. So for the past 3 to 4 months, our chamber office has the committee members, they will meet with us and they put this event together. They're all volunteers, they're business leaders, they own their business, they volunteer their time, and they are really kind of the behind the scenes to make this happen. And
this is a really cool event, no doubt.
I wanted to ask about the effect that Portage Crossing has had around it with the neighborhood that's creeping out. Because
I can speak to that, yeah.
You know, you get one neighborhood beautiful with a good, thriving business district. Doesn't that get everybody excited about polishing up the neighborhood?
It gets them excited, and it's kind of that domino effect again. You see a neighborhood like Portage Crossing, and you want to open a business adjacent or nearby, and we've seen that in the last couple of years. Businesses moving in on State Road, businesses on Portage Trail shining up their storefronts because they knew it was coming or they want to be close to the action.
And you can really see it. I live here in the Falls. I live near the mall, and you drive down and you go down that state road strip from about Broad over to Portage Crossing, and you really see it. You see businesses, as you said, cleaning things up a little bit.
Sure.
Some of them have gone away, but as soon as they go away, somebody new is coming in.
Right.
So you've got it going over there in the Portage Crossing neighborhood.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. And again, too, with today's expo, new with us this year was doing this live remote with WAKR, and I see that in our future again for next year. It was the right thing to do, and it's just created so much excitement. New to us this year also was Neo Shred, one of our local businesses. They're here in the room with us today, but they also offered a free shredding day to our community residents, and what that meant was you could come in and bring up to 10 boxes or bags. The shredding truck was parked right outside, and from what I understand, they had quite a few residents show up with those items to be shredded.
Good. And that's so important, because the last thing you want is somebody to go picking through your trash and find something that's personally identifiable. Before you know it, somebody's buying a $2,000 television on your credit card in California.
No,
somewhere.
They were shredding on the spot, which is part of that security. Neo Shred's a great company. But also, too, with us today, we had GASP, which is the Guardians Advocating Child Safety and Protection, out in the foyer area with our gold sponsors. And they do, again, the Child ID kits, which is a takeaway for a family with children. And then we, of course, had all the different characters in the crowd today, everybody from the Leprechaun to Scrappy Raccoon and so on. And also the one we had, I think she was the Snow Queen. Did
Elsa,
you see her?
yeah.
Elsa.
Yep.
Yeah, the Snow Queen was in the crowd. That was Party People, one of our local businesses. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun today, and I say excitement is in the air.
Well, we've been having a blast here, and we're so happy that you invited us out. We certainly appreciate that. We've got the mayor coming on in about an hour.
Awesome. Oh, great.
And I want to know, is there something that his office should be working on to make this community more business friendly? I know that's what you guys do at the Chamber, is trying to make sure that we're a business friendly community here in the Falls.
Well, I can definitely speak to that. In the last 2 years, working with Mayor Don Walters and his team has been wonderful. They absolutely have the mindset business friendly. How can we move forward? How can we make this community good for everybody? One of their lines, they always say, life is better in Cuyahoga Falls, and boy, is that true. And again, when a business is looking at Cuyahoga Falls to come in, a lot of times they'll call the Chamber of Commerce or they'll they'll call the city or they'll call both of us, but there's a lot of communication back and forth on a daily basis between City Hall and the Chamber of Commerce. It's a wonderful, working, professional business relationship.
And that's what you need for sure. Now, if somebody is thinking about maybe starting a business in the Falls or maybe just in the Akron area and they're not sure where, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, on our website, which is just cfchamber.com, we have a little section called Startup Small Business Resources, and we've collected all kinds of information so a small business can look at the document and see, oh, this is where I would get a business license. Oh, this is where I would, maybe, get a storefront or real estate. Or it's really neat. And that we put that link out on social media frequently just for the awareness.
Good stuff. And Sue, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
We have a website, which is SueGruber.com is my website. We can also be reached by phone.
Yeah, you can give the phone number, sure.
Oh, okay. 330-714-7181. And we do group presentations. We do personal one-on-ones. We just enjoy talking with people and sharing, being healthy by choice, not by chance.
Good stuff. Well, Laura, Sue, thank you so much for stopping by. Laura, thank you so much for having us out. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Laura Petrella, Sue Gruber, Cuyahoga Falls Chamber having us out here at the Cuyahoga Falls Community Expo.